When it comes to catching northern pike and muskie, remember that they rely heavily on their sense of vision. And the type of lures that you're going to be using will depend a lot on where you're fishing for them. For example, if you're fishing in heavy weeds or shallow water, or if you're fishing open water, and especially at the mouths of rivers. Because these fish rely heavily on their sense of vision, large lures that are brightly colored and that have very erratic action will work extremely well to get these fish to strike. If you're fishing in open water, one of the most popular lures to use is a Swim Whizz. This lure can be fished on the surface or just below the surface or at any depth depending on how much line you have out. Originally, these lures were designed for trolling, but they're also a very effective lure to cast and retrieve. Another very successful lure to use if you're fishing on top of vegetation or in open water is a jerkbait. This particular jerkbait is a Suick. These type of lures work extremely well late in the fall when pike and muskie are feeding heavily before the lakes turn very cold and start to freeze over. They're supposed to resemble a large injured fish that can't dive down. And in many cases, you will see pike and muskie come right to the surface and either follow the jerkbait or nail it while you're working it. Here's a classic muskie that nailed the jerkbait. It's beside the boat, you think it's ready to be landed, and then it has sudden energy. And a lot of times, this is when fish get off.